city government does some things really well. Spending your tax dollars isn't always one of them.
Your money is literally going down the drain in one apartment building thanks to a lackluster landlord and a city official who runs from his responsibility. The I-Team's Barbara Nevins-Taylor has details.
This is my bag.
What? Imagine living in an apartment where the shower gushes constantly, where the ceiling is collapsing, and you can see into the apartment below.
How long has this been like this?
Over about 2 years now.
Imagine having to use a bucket of water to flush your toilet.
And that's how you flush the toilet? Well, why can't you use the handle?
We have no cold water on the side.
Imagine a sewer backup that prevents you from using the toilet.
It's filled to the brim with feces, and it has a covering of mold over the top of it.
Imagine worrying constantly about your children falling out of the window.
Get out the window!
Wait a second. Isn't there a window to close here?
The window's right there.
This is the window?
Yeah.
This is no way to live.
You keep telling the landlord about things like this?
And in this building in the Highbridge section of the Bronx, conditions are among the worst we've ever seen.
You fell there? And you banged your head? You have stitches.
There are 2,122 housing code violations. 466 are C violations, the most serious kind. The Department of Housing Preservation and Development has spent $100,000 on emergency repairs here.
Mr. Khan.
That's me.
HPD sued landlord Hamid Khan, trying to force him to make repairs.
How can you rent those apartments, sir? We've been in those apartments. The conditions are unbelievable.
You know, 40 apartments are open.
What he's saying is that 40 of the nearly 100 apartments are empty, and in them water drips from broken plumbing, garbage piles up, attracting rats, making conditions even worse for tenants who live in the building.
You wouldn't believe that the city moves people into places like this, you know?
That's right. The City Department of Homeless Services moved 19 families into this building last year, paying landlord Khan nearly $1,000 rent monthly for each apartment. Tamika and her 2 little girls were placed here by Homeless Services, and this is the apartment where the toilet doesn't work.
It's really disgusting. They have to use a paper bag. They have to use a plastic bag.
Look at that. It's been like that since I moved here.
Charmaine, also moved in by Homeless Services, is equally disgusted and worried about lead contamination.
When I give my kids a bath, I have to sit in here with them so they don't play with the paint.
How did you manage to get the Department of Homeless Services to place tenants in that building?
We did, when we give them apartment goes shipped.
How does he explain the mold we found in virtually every apartment?
You can see just the black mold over here is taken over.
We hired Environmental Management Solutions of New York to test the air because everyone complained about breathing problems.
This is going to collect the fungal spores in the air.
The results? High levels of Stachybotrys mold and Aspergillus mold, both dangerous. Dr. Marco Padone's company did the testing.
It's not safe for normal people. It's not safe for people that are immunosuppressed or may have other illnesses such as asthma or other respiratory conditions.
Considering what we found, we asked landlord Khan to come with us to the building.
Why don't you come with me now?
No, I have things to do. I have a life to live.
That life includes this house in Malvern, Long Island, and 10 other apartment buildings. But we were so upset about what we saw in his Bronx building that we called HPD and asked them to send inspectors in again.
Can I take you to an apartment and show you something?
After he investigated, senior inspectors came the next day.
Oh my God.
Oh my God is right.
I can tell you that.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
Well, I just want to tell you, I'm a city inspector. I was called out in the field as an emergency.
The inspector was so concerned about safety, he called the fire department.
You want to turn the water of the building off?
Firefighters couldn't believe the gushing water, the collapsing floors.
I mean, how bad is
We're
this?
going to have rescue coming in here to have a squad.
More firefighters, more rescue workers, buildings department inspectors, and the fire chief was worried.
It's decayed, decrepit. It's the building is not in good condition.
3 apartments were condemned and tenants shifted to other apartments.
We are doing the impossible, you know. Listen, I'm just saying that.
How can you say that with a good conscience? Would you live in that building? Would you live there?
We tried to get answers from Homeless Services Commissioner Robert Hess, who earns $189,000 a year.
Wait, Commissioner, I'm Barbara Nevins-Taylor from Channel 9. Why won't you talk to us? We want to talk to you about the way you put people in a building. Commissioner, you're a public official. Why are you running away?
After that, we visited the mayor's office. Unbelievably, a spokesperson said tenants placed by Homeless Services can request a transfer, but tenants say they have, and nothing has happened. We'll be back at City Hall to see who is going to take responsibility, step up, and help all of the tenants. I'm Barbara Nevins Taylor, My 9 I-Team.